This is Coach Lee, and I'm going to talk to you about the 5 most important reasons to stay in no contact. Number 1, it works. It works a lot to reattract your ex. There are multiple things that no contact does, including helping do the best for you as far as your emotions, as far as your mind, as far as even the way you're perceived by other people, including, but not limited to, your ex. But the main reason most of you are wanting to do the no contact rule is to get your ex back. And it works a lot. It does not work every single time because people have free will. People are very difficult to predict. And so it doesn't always work, but it works a lot. You are giving yourself the best chance to get your ex back because it's a response with dignity. It's a response that keeps your attraction at least from not going lower and allows it to actually rebuild because you're not chasing, because your ex sees mystery in you. They don't know what's going on with you. And because it does not give your ex the ego stroke that chasing and trying to get them back often does. And I wouldn't be telling you if it worked if I hadn't seen it thousands of times, if I didn't see it every single day. So have confidence that it does work a lot and that you're giving yourself the best chance. But that's not the only reason to do no contact. I'm going to talk about 4 more really important reasons you should do no contact, and some of them help get your ex back and others of them help you. So number 2, no contact allows you to embrace your higher self. And what I mean by that is that you have standards. You are not going to chase someone who wants you out of their life. You have people who want you in their life. You have a lot going for you, or you're going to. You have a great future. And that means that you don't have to chase. You don't have to be a beggar. Doing those things sends a bad message to your ex, but it also sends a bad message to you. What does that say about yourself to yourself? That you would have to beg and chase. You don't have to do that. In fact, if someone does not have the ability to see the importance of you in their life, if they don't have the ability to see how wonderful you are, then it's a deal breaker. It's not attractive to you that they can't see that. And so by not contacting them, you make a preemptive statement that they have actually harmed their chances with you. And you're sticking up for yourself. You're not letting yourself chase someone that you know is beneath you. Before I get to the 3rd reason, take a look at my emergency breakup kit. It's in the link in the description below. Number 3 on the list of important reasons to stay in no contact is that it's better for your emotional and mental health either way. So if you get your ex back, you did yourself a favor by doing no contact because, first of all, it's like ripping a Band-Aid off. The first few days, maybe the first few weeks, are really difficult in terms of not contacting your ex, but then it gets easier and you become stronger. It allows you to rip the Band-Aid off, so to speak, to where you get some of that intense pain over with and it numbs a little bit. What really happens is that you get stronger. And so, assuming you do get your ex back, they are actually seeing a better product, so to speak, in you because you're stronger. You've been able to stay away from them. You have learned your value and that you're not going to chase, and you have stood up for yourself. You've done some wonderful things. And so even if you get them back, you can't say that you only lost during that time when you were without them. You actually gained. And if you don't get them back, then you've already got the process over as far as some of your healing. And so you can heal faster because what it does is when you have taken contact off of the table and you won't allow yourself to do it, it takes away some things that can cause you to hurt longer. It takes away some things that can keep reopening that scar. It lets you heal faster and move on faster if that's what you need to do. Now, like I said, no contact works a lot. But it doesn't always work. So I'm being honest with you and I'm telling you that it could still benefit you even if you don't get your ex back. Number 4, no contact takes your power back because when your ex breaks up with you, they have the power. They have made the decision. You are at their mercy, just like you would be to a dictator who decides you don't have the right to income, to privacy, to your own decisions. And they make your decisions and you have nothing to fight back with. But by making the decision on your own, that you're not going to contact your ex, you are assuming the power. You're taking it back so that they are not alone with their power, as though they were on the throne of attractiveness and you just missed out as a beggar peasant. No, It's your decision not to contact them. So you're not allowing them to reject you over and over and over and to continue their rise in terms of how attractive they feel compared to you. No contact lets you refuse to do that. It keeps you on the throne of your life as far as the decisions that you make. It gives you the power back. And so you should keep doing it. The fifth reason I'm going to talk about that you should stay in no contact is probably the most important. And that is, it shows your ex that you can't be manipulated. And here's what I mean by that. So let's say your ex breaks up with you and you beg and plead and compliment and you buy them gifts like you're bribing them to take you back. What does that show them? It shows them, it teaches your ex that they can manipulate you in the future. And even good people will learn these things. If this happens, this other person does this. And so, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of situations where people will use a breakup to try to punish someone, thinking, we'll get back together, but I'm going to break up with her. I'm going to break up with him for now just to show them a lesson. So they put you through this heartache, this nightmare, because they think that they're your parent, basically, and they're going to emotionally punish you. Do not stand for that. And any kind of response you give them, chasing, begging, pleading, complimenting, gift giving, all you're doing is rewarding them for causing this pain. You are compensating them for doing this to you. And no contact basically says, I'm not giving you extra attention. I'm not going to inflate your ego. I'm not giving you any positive for this horrendous thing you've done to me. And it keeps them from being able to do that in the future if you two get back together. It at least takes away the temptation because they don't see it as a way that they can teach you a lesson. And in my opinion, that's the number one reason you should stay in no contact.